Comedy is being ruined right now. Comedians are in danger. Oh my God! Every comedian is in, any comedian can be slapped now on stage for telling a joke.
Oh yeah, they're also saying that like.
Yeah, but there's also people that saying, oh, like you said, oh, y'all don't, man, y'all know that was planned. It's a conspiracy. The Academy Awards, their ratings were going down, and they hired these two gentlemen right here to just these two black men, because black men slapping each other is scarier and gets higher ratings. They hired them two to go up there and do that. Here's the crazy one too. This is one of the funniest one to me. You know whose fault it is? It's all because the white man.
I believe that.
White man paid for it.
The white man strikes again.
He did it. The man strikes again.
What'd you say, again?
I knew it.
Hey everyone, do you enjoy Double Toasted? Then put it on your body. Check out our tpublic.com merch store, where you'll find all these wonderful designs that look great on high quality t-shirts, with more designs coming soon. Or check out other high quality items such as mugs, pillows, tote bags, and more. Once again, that is tpublic.com, teepublic.com, or click the link in the description below. I know, it's been done, it's been said, but we are still going to talk about the smack that people said was heard around the world.
Oh, wow. Will Smith
just slapped the shit out of me. Oh.
Don't hurt that face, baby.
Anything. Don't hurt the face, baby.
Don't hurt that face, baby.
That's it, man. That is it.
That's it, man.
That's all I kept saying last night.
People, they said that has been called in the news the smack that has been heard around the world. Man, some people were in bed and they felt that smack in their sleep. They woke up and looked at their partner. Did you hit me? The repercussions, man. So we all heard about this. So Chris Rock told a joke about Jada Pinkett at the Academy Awards, and Will Smith did not take kindly to that and got up in front of all these people at the ceremony and in front of all the millions of people watching. He got up and, in the words of Chris Rock, slapped the shit out of him. So slapping comedians, that's what we doing now. Slapping comedian, slapping.
That's what's hot in the streets.
That's what's hot in these streets right now. So we slapping comedians now for telling jokes. So I guess trans people getting their pimp hands ready for Dave Chappelle right now.
Oh, yeah.
Shit, trans people like, good. We've been waiting.
My hands are itching.
Yeah. These trans hands been ready.
Everybody's about to get jiggy with it.
Yeah, what you say, get jiggy with it?
Everybody's about to get jiggy with it, for real.
Yeah, your boy, Will got jiggy. And afterwards, I think Chris Rock's face got kind of jiggy too. Get another little jiggle in there. But this is crazy, people. This is wild right here. Because it wasn't enough that the slap happened. You know, it was the aftermath. It was Will Smith yelling at the top of his goddamn lungs. Like that auditorium is huge that they in. That thing is giant. And everybody, if you want to talk, you got to be mic'd up, else nobody's going to hear you. But everybody heard Will Smith loud and clear when he told when he told Chris Rock what not to do when it comes to his wife.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
It was a G.I. Jane joke.
Keep my wife's name out your mouth.
I'm going to.
He said, I am definitely going to do that. Duly noted.
I get it now. I didn't understand it before, but I get it now.
Yeah. So there you go, people. People dying in the Ukraine, but that's smack though.
Yeah, nobody cares about the war, nothing. Everybody's talking about this all over the world.
Yeah,
man.
boy, only Will Smith and Chris Rock could make a slap, upstage a whole country in genocide right now.
I know. Like, I put the news on back in Turkey and everybody's talking about this shit. I was like, really? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it was a nice distraction, I guess.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I acknowledge, and I know that, and I knew this would happen. Will Smith apologized. He went on to his Instagram, and for those who haven't read this, I'll read this for you. He says here, violence in all of its forms is poisonous and destructive. My behavior at last night's Academy Awards was unacceptable and inexcusable. Jokes at my expense are a part of the job, but a joke about Jada's medical condition was too much for me to bear, and I reacted emotionally. I would like to publicly apologize to you, Chris. I was out of line, and I was wrong. So I kind of expected that to happen. At least I really dearly hoped that that would happen. The world needed to see that after that happened for a lot of reasons. But what got me confused here is that, one, and the reason why I knew this would happen because Chris Rock and Will Smith, they knew each other. Chris Rock was on Fresh Prince. Or maybe Will Smith didn't know that was Chris Rock. He just probably thought that was an ugly chick. But they've taken pictures together, him, Will Smith, and Jada. You know, the other thing that got me confused with this is what the turned in those few seconds from Will Smith laughing to lumbering on stage like a ogre and slapping Chris Rock. I mean, he was laughing. He was having a good time.
Lord! Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
He's laughing his ass off, man. Only thing I can think of is that Jada maybe gave him the side eye like, oh, you think this is funny? Oh, you just gonna laugh at this bullshit at my expense? Okay. So it's like that's when Will Smith said, "Oh, well, I guess I better do something." Like slap the out of Chris Rock. And what do you think happened, man? What was that all about? It like that when we say things escalated quickly, they escalated at warp speed here. What happened?
Yeah, no, I don't know. Well, I was watching it with Cynthia, my wife, and she was just like, yeah, it looked like he was just laughing, and then you saw Jada very physically just really was like, this bullshit, you know what I mean? Because it seemed as though, she has this alopecia thing, and I guess she just wasn't in the mood to hear this shit. He's there yucking it up. It's like, oh no, my wife doesn't feel good about this. I got to do something. That's what it was. It was her reaction. Then he's feeling like, fuck, you know what? That's not cool. I got to defend her somehow.
And then, and plus, he was laughing before. They're like, damn, I let her down because I was laughing. So I think he went up there and saw a little bit of his face on Chris Rock as much as he saw Chris Rock. He kind of went up there slapping himself. I laughed about this. I appreciated a moment at the Oscars being exciting for a change. I mean, listen, I don't approve of what happened. I even said it last night. We said the whole time that was assault and that was not cool at all. But we did laugh about it, and we did say, well, shit, this is unfortunately, this was probably the best thing at the Oscars. Too bad it overshadowed a lot of genuine moments. Poor Questlove came up after that, and nobody even heard what he said. He was just crying his ass off, man.
Oops,
yeah.
Well, I must have imagined that, after that slap, the ratings must have spiked way up now after that. So everybody's probably watching that shit after that.
Oh yeah. They were waiting to see who else was gonna get slapped.
Yeah. Because at that point they're waiting to see if Will Smith's gonna win Best Actor to see what he's gonna do then. You know?
That's why a lot of people were saying like, oh, nobody watches Oscars anymore, and this was a deal they made to bring people back. But like, who would say okay to this?
Yeah, who would really do this, man? This is not a good look for your career at all. Yeah.
Granted, Chris Rock is going on tour, and he's actually going to be playing at the Borgata, the place that I go to all the time in Atlantic City, and he's going to be performing there. So I'm sure this is gonna be part of his material. So I see how people can kind of try to connect these dots now. So, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think so. Somebody sent me an email saying nobody even know who Chris Rock is. That's bullshit. Everybody knows who Chris Rock is.
Who wrote that?
Yeah, somebody said that.
Why he's announcing Oscars if nobody knows about him?
Yeah, everybody knows who Chris Rock is, but no, this is not anything to boost Chris Rock's career. It's not anything to boost Will Smith's career. It's not anything to boost the Academy Awards ratings. It's not a boostable. This is not a career boosting moment for anybody.
Yeah, nobody looks good at this.
And especially with this cancel culture. So do you think anybody is going to try to cancel Will Smith after this?
No. Will Smith, he just won an Academy Award. I mean, listen, no. He's. I think that I was waiting to see if they were going to be, if they're going to drop him from some things. I know he has this show called Welcome to Earth, and I thought maybe they'd be like, but I don't even know what the deal is with that show. But I never thought anything would happen.
No, not at all, man. Even if you look at a lot of the social media stuff, it was never a case where anybody was being, crazy or being having any animosity towards Will Smith. It was more so jokes and memes. Certain people are like, well, he's defending his wife, or he's doing this, he's doing that. I mean, I got to say something about this whole situation. There are so many different conversations that could be had, from, hey, okay, what does this mean for him, for being a man? Did he stand up as a man? Okay, that's one conversation you could have. Okay, what does this have to do with him being a black man doing this on the stage? Oh, shit, okay, we could talk about that.
Yeah.
What about him standing up for, his wife? Okay, let's talk about that. Let's, just as a human being, is this even right? So there's 4 or 5 different topics that can be discussed about this. Yeah. And when you talk about it, I think we need to be specific on what we're talking about, because what's going to happen is everybody's going to come back with their own different agenda and be off topic of what you're talking about, because there's so many different ways you can look at this thing. Some people are saying, why didn't Jada kind of tell him to come sit back down?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So this thing is all over the place.
That's why I'm addressing this. That's exactly why I'm coming in. I've even written down my points that I've heard from all around the internet today and people talking, and most of them I think are bullshit. And I'm going to come out looking. People want to cancel me by the time I'm done.
I've heard people talking about toxic masculinity. Yeah, about all this.
It's a little bit of that. Toxic masculinity is a big buzzword right now, so that's why I'm not throwing it in there. But there's a little bit of this going on right here. Yeah. But listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Only Chris Rock and Will Smith. Only they could take only those two could take a slap and a joke and have people make this a political and social issue. Because I'm gonna tell you something, had this been just 2 average dudes out there and did the same exact thing on the street outside of a bar or something, you just have your typical world star hip hop video that we'd be watching on the internet. That's all it would be. That shit would just be people yelling world star and we going about our day. Nobody would talk about how this is a feminine issue, a black issue, a black woman issue. None of this shit, man. People wouldn't be saying that because that's what people are saying right now. People have added their own agenda to this. They added feminist agendas. They say this whole thing was an attack on black women. People are saying comedy is being ruined right now. Comedians are in danger. Oh my God! Every comedian is any comedian can be slapped now on stage for telling a joke.
Oh yeah, they're also saying that
but there's also people that saying, oh, like you said, oh y'all don't, man, y'all know that was planned. It's a conspiracy. The Academy Awards, their ratings were going down, and they hired these 2 gentlemen right here to just these 2 black men, because black men slapping each other is scarier and gets higher ratings. They hired them to go up there and do that. Here's the crazy one too. This is one of the funniest one to me. You know whose fault it is? It's all because the white man.
I believe that.
White man paid for it.
The white man strikes again.
He did it. The man strikes again.
What'd you say, again?
I knew it.
I'm gonna start with Will Smith on here, because I think, and before I even go on, let me just acknowledge that everybody has, as Oz has said before we started, and thank you for laying that out like that, because everybody has their opinion on this.
Yep.
And everybody has different sides, and I just want to come in and say I'm not mad at anybody for having their opinion. I got mine, and people are going to be mad at me, but I respect everybody out there. I respect their opinions. I'm starting with Will Smith because I think this is the biggest bullshit of all. Will Smith, I don't know what this man is going through. I'll say that. I do want to approach this with somewhat a tad bit of sympathy, because apparently Will Smith's a dark person, and we're just starting to learn that. All the I'm beginning to think that's an act in itself.
Yeah, son. I'll tell you something in a second. What I'm kind of seeing, it may be extreme, but I'm like, all right. Go ahead, though. Keep talking.
All this Big Willie.
Yeah.
I'm beginning to think like that's kind of act. Let's not forget that back in November, we were talking about stories where Will Smith was admitting that he wanted to kill his father.
Yep.
Yeah, that was an excerpt from his memoir where he wanted to kill his dad. So it's like, and everybody's like, oh shit.
And talking about how he could get away with it.
Yeah.
He made the plans and everything.
Yeah, it's like Will Smith is a goddamn murder mystery. Like he's a fucking Agatha Christie novelist,
Is his father still alive?
That I don't know.
Maybe
Yeah,
he already did it and we don't know.
Yeah, we don't know.
Talk about he's such a great actor that he'd be able to pull it off. Crazy.
Yeah.
That's his words in his book.
Maybe he's hinting us again.
Thank you, that is his words. He's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm such a good actor that if I kill my father, the world would never know. Oh, hell no.
Like you don't know right now.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, put the
But
dirt
I'm
on
Will Smith. I'm
Joker.
hilarious.
Yeah, I'm hilarious. Yeah, there you go, Joker. Rest in hell, bitch. We don't know, man. There's some darkness going on with this man. And let's not forget that, and I'm just going to bring this up, and I do not mean any disrespect to Will Smith. I don't want to bust in this room and slap the shit out of me, but we mentioned this briefly last night, but we were so shocked by what happened on stage that I didn't elaborate. And I probably was scared he was going to crawl through his window or something, but I found it kind of crazy that he got mad over this joke. And I'm gonna get into this joke in a little bit.
Yeah.
This joke, but I find it weird that Will Smith gonna get mad over a joke that Chris Rock told at the Academy Awards, which I don't think the joke was really that harsh, but
no.
he gonna slap Chris Rock over that, but it's gonna be kind of cool and relaxed about his wife having a entanglement with another dude. What the hell is that all about? Like, they had a nice civil discussion about Jada Pinkett on the down low with another guy, and we didn't hear nothing about Will Smith slapping that dude. Maybe he did. We don't know.
I think they have a deal between them. That's why.
Yeah, maybe so. But he did not appreciate her coming out and having this revealed. And so it's like, man, y'all's business. The weird thing with them is that their business has been all out there. I did another video saying, y'all need to stop putting y'all's business out there. Stop. Somebody stop the Smiths.
They need to be stopped.
They need to be stopped.
Costs.
All their business has been put out there. It's been out there. They put it out there voluntarily themselves. But when it comes to this joke, Big Willie gonna lose. That's what he's gonna lose his mind over? That just kind of got me.
Yeah, no, it seemed like he had to overcompensate at that moment, for whatever reason. Because again, we all seen him chuckle even at the G.I. Jane joke. It was nothing for him. He's about to move on. You know what I mean? But he saw his wife. She's visibly getting upset, and he's laughing like, oh shit. So now I gotta not only do something, I gotta double down after I do something. So now I gotta scream at the top of my lungs to making sure that I'm the baddest dude in the whole area.
I want to talk about Will Smith and why I think that this is terrible. Because some people, now again, my opinion, okay? And there's other people out there who say that this was heroic, it was beautiful, it was awesome, it was funny. Now, this is just me, y'all. But I thought it bothered me. It deeply bothered me, and it hurt me to see a 53-year-old rich black man who was supposed to be a professional, a father, it hurt me, and who has millions, he get up in front of millions of people and what is supposed to be a civil function, get up there and attack another black man. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm at the age of 50 right now, and look, I used to be angry and a lot. And if Will Smith was like 25 or something, I still think it was terrible, but I can see he's young. But I'm 50, and I'm at a point in my life where I don't like seeing violence on anyone, but I really don't like seeing black people be violent against other black people.
Especially when they have tuxedos on.
Yeah, man. You know, look at this. Yeah, we're supposed to be.
Come on,
we wearing
man.
tuxedos too.
Like you're all dapper and shit, like slapping each other.
Yeah.
Really?
I mean, this is. I mean, when you dress like that, that's when you dress like that, that is to sit down and act like you got some goddamn sense attire right there.
Right?
You know,
come on, man.
It's that civil. You got your civility clothes on, man. That's what we doing this.
Those are some. You got some goddamn sense clothes. You know.
Well, you know, and then same thing, but he slapped him, didn't punch him, so I guess he still respected him a bit. You know what I mean?
Well, that's still.
God.
I guess.
Thank
Yeah.
God,
Yeah.
He didn't kick him in the face.
Oh, thank God he didn't kill him. You know, listen. You know, we're at a time where we got enough going on, man. We got enough outside forces that are against us. Politics are coming down on us. They're doing voting bills rights against us. They're trying to like stop our history. They're trying to do, you know, we got enough people trying to take away from us and attack us from the outside. We don't need to be doing this. And right now, like, again, I'm at the age where I see people who love to see people fighting. They love to see black people fighting each other. I'll laugh at this stuff. I'll play it on shows and whatnot. And sometimes it is hilarious. But really, people, I mean, why do we get off on that? I mean, out of all the hate crimes are at a high today. Politics are targeting us. Why do we feel the need to like see this as something cool? I don't get that. I'm gonna tell you something more. If Mike Tyson, a guy that bit off a guy's ear at one time, who's seen as one of the most fierce guys in the world. Mm-hmm. If Mike Tyson can have a guy pull a gun on him and challenge him to a fight and then do this, that's the gun.
I'm joking, bro. Mike, I'm out of here. They gonna call the police.
If Mike Tyson can have a guy come in and challenge him to a fight and then pull a gun in this place and then hug it out with this dude, there's no excuse for Will Smith, family man, guy who brags about his mother being well-read and teaching him well. There's no excuse for him to get on stage and do that, man. We're already looked upon and judged by, we're judged by our stereotypes, unfortunately, by society. It's just how it is. And this is another case where it's like, damn, they were just talking about Oscars so white. Well, look what happened when Oscars be so black. These people come in here and they can't even, they get dressed up in tuxedos. Yeah. They win awards. They're in a professional establishment. They're talking well, and they still slapping the shit out of each other.
Yeah. Look at what happens when we give Oscars to them,
Yeah. See? I told you.
Don't matter. You could dress up a monkey. It's still a monkey. But that whole thing with Mike Tyson, but that's the difference between the two, right? Mike Tyson, called a guy over he did not know. And he was able to diffuse it, hug it out, whatever his thing behind it, but he was able to diffuse it, no problem. Will Smith and Chris Rock, like you said, they know each other. So there was no need for you to escalate to a point where you putting hands on this person. You know this person. You know what I mean? He could have went to a commercial break. Yo, Chris, let me holler at you, son. Why you do this? Don't do that, blah, 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 blah. And I'm sure Chris Rock would have came back and said, you know what? I went too far. Sorry. And he would have kept it moving.
Thank you, man. Thank you. You so well put. Exactly.
But I think he wanted the whole world seeing that.
Yeah, I mean, it was, man, look.
In a weird way.
It was posturing, too.
It's very egocentric.
Yes. It was posturing, man. It was, he's bucking up and trying to look good in front of his wife and showing people, I'm really badass, I don't like that. Here's another thing that people throwing out there, and I think this shit is dumb. I'm telling you, this is one of the dumbest things I've heard people say, and I'm sorry to whoever said it. Don't mean to be rude to you. Some people I respect as talented people said this, but they were like, well, he from Philly. That's just what they do in Philly. Oh. That's bullshit. All right. When you get money, people, I don't give a where you from. When you get money, you don't have to do dumb shit like this.
And he's been in LA much more longer than when he's been in Philly, right?
Philly, yeah. This man's been around the world. You're well traveled. You're experienced. You know, when you talking, that's one of the most ignorant things I've ever heard. And I hear people say this all the time. Talking about, well, you know, them streets still up in me. Well, that's why we make money, so you don't have to keep those streets with you. If I tell you what, if you was still about those streets, you still be in that goddamn hood, you still be in that project, you still be in that neighborhood doing the same dumb shit you were doing. But no, you moved out. Why? Because you wanted to get out the streets, you wanted to get out the hood. So act like you got some sense. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you have done all these businesses, you have done all these movies, you made all this money, and you're still acting like your childhood or whatever.
We love talking about how we keeping it real to the hood. We love talking about how we about them streets. But when you got money and you're 50 years old, or in this case, over, you act like you got some sense, man. That's all. Or you can smoke some dad grass. That'll calm your ass down right now.
Wait, what?
Yes, that's what he needs.
What? Yes, people, I think the whole thing would have been seriously diffused had Big Willie had just been relaxed, had he been chilled out, but not too chilled out because he still had to get up and get his awards. You know, he couldn't be getting up stumbling and everything. And that's where dad grass comes in.
That's what he needed.
That's what he needed, people. I told him I wanted some dad grass, and they finally sent it over. And they sent me everything. They sent me dad. They sent me mom. They sent me
oils.
They sent me the oils, the tinctures that you put in your under your tongue. People, the great thing about dad grass or mom grass, and the thing that it's the reason why I say it's made for people like me is because this is CBD rolled into joints that you see here. Are put in liquid form in tinctures. And they're 100% organic pre-rolled joints with the CBD. So what that means is that you still get that nice euphoric mood. You know, you're still feeling good, but you're not dumb high. You're not stoned. You're not stupid. And I'm not talking about you. You know, I'm not talking about anybody out there who smokes regularly. I'm talking about myself. You've seen me. I get stupid. I can't even make words.
Girls, I cannot handle this shit.
I can't handle it. I mean, sometimes I can. Sometimes I can't. It's all a gamble. If I smoke something, I might be like, hey, I'm feeling all right. Or I might be like, you know, I'm not gonna be, I ain't gonna be making words, man. But not with dad grass. You know, with this, I love the way they explain it. It's like having a glass of wine instead of the whole bottle. I usually try to put my own spin on these sales right here, these ads, but I like the way they put that. So I'm gonna use that right there. If you're like me, and as I said, you know, you want to still be functional, you still want to be productive, or you just want to just chill out and have a good time, man, try this. All dad grass out there is federally legal for ages 18 and over. And it ships right to your door anywhere in the United States. You can get dad grass for 20% off your first order. Ooh. Go to dadgrass.com/toasted. That's dadgrass.com/toasted and get 20% off your first order. I tried it. I really enjoy it. I was hoping they would send me some, and I'll get some more. If they don't send me some, I'll go out and get them my damn self. So,
damn.
Yes. Yeah, I do like it, man. Do like it.
That's awesome.
For people come over, I want them to try it. Good. People, I want to thank Dad Grass for sponsoring and supporting this part of the show. And I want to thank all you groovy cats out there for supporting us always. Let me see where I was here. Now, here's the big thing. They said, yeah, Corey. But you're ignoring one big thing right here, man. And this one you cannot deny. Chris Rock was making fun of her condition. She is said to have alopecia. It's a condition that's causing hair loss with her. And those people who were saying he was making fun of her condition, I'm calling bullshit on that. And that's where you're really gonna get mad. Now, before you get too mad, I would like for you to hear me out. Just hear me out here. First, and I said this last night because I didn't know. I was saying this about Chris Rock after the punch. I said there's a chance that he didn't even know about her condition. You know, I mean, I know I'm just going by what I know, but you know, there is a report that came out today on TMZ where it says Chris Rock hasn't spoken to Will, didn't know Jada has alopecia. You know, if that's the case, that comes down to a misunderstanding. And a misunderstanding should be talked about. He probably looked at her and thought, like I thought, that was a style. Because today, a lot of black women, and I made a joke about it, but I said she looked good. A lot of black women are cutting their hair close. And I think it looks great. It's a natural style. I think it looks awesome.
It looks good on her.
What's that?
No, it looks good on her.
It looks good on her. She looks great. So I thought it was just a style, man.
Or for a movie or something.
Or maybe for a movie, yeah, who knows, man? But I doubt if Chris Rock purposely went out to attack and hurt his wife if she had a condition. You know, he thought it was just a style probably. And that should have been in consideration when Will Smith got him to do that. Now, I will also say that this was comedy. And when you're at a comedy show, I believe that people, this is just me. Now, this is personal, so I can't really say this about anybody else. But I believe that it's a good quality to have the ability to laugh at yourself. Mm-hmm. I think people who are at a comedy show, they should have that they should be expected to laugh at themselves. And like I said, that's something that I think it's cool when people can do that. Now, that's just me. But I can see if people thought he went too far. I can see that. However, if that's the case, that this is something that's hurtful to her, is stressful, is depressing to her, and it could be taken out as insensitive on Chris Rock's side, Will Smith should have talked to him and not hit him. That was childish. Mm-hmm. Again, that's just me. It was a misunderstanding, and misunderstandings should be talked through.
Yeah, I mean, you can yell at him, you can curse at him and stuff, but like physically hitting him is just like very childish, like you said.
Yeah. You know, I made a joke about it and I said she looked good. I think Chris Rock probably would have said the same thing had there been a white woman who had another hairstyle at one time and cut her hair. There's a chance that he probably could have said that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no, I don't think it was directed at her and thinking it's a black woman attack. That's crazy. I don't know where people are getting that from. If that's how you've seen it, I guess that's on you, but that's crazy.
Yeah, well, that was ridiculous, man. The joke wasn't even that good. But as far as this whole thing about comedians are in danger, any comedian can be slapped now when they get on stage and say something that somebody don't like. Oh, let me tell you something. Oz is right. That's bullshit.
No, they're not.
That's a one-time thing that happened right there.
Yeah. Y'all don't want to come to the Double Toasted show and try to try this shit. Don't do that.
Again, do not get.
Don't do that.
Listen, I'm goofy as hell. I ain't saying I'm the baddest person out there. I'm not. All I'm saying is I ain't going down like Chris Rock if y'all pull that shit. I'm telling you right now.
And remember, Corey, you won't be alone.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is not Oscar, so I'm gonna beat the shit out of you.
Oscar ain't there, all right? It's me, it's Oz, and,
yes, sir.
And I can tell you, me and Oz ain't the smallest mother in the world, and I can guarantee you that there's some big dudes in the audience that'll get our back too. Don't get up there and try that shit. Don't sit up here thinking you Will Smith now.
Don't do it.
Corey's gonna turn off the live stream and beat the shit out of you.
I might not listen. I might not. But I ain't gonna make it easy like Chris Rock did for this right here. Don't pull that shit thinking like this is open season on comedians, because it ain't. I'm done. And the thing is with this, these are two celebrities. These are two rich ass celebrities. All right, you take your Joe average ass up there and try to slap a comedian. You know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen to you? You don't get arrested. You ain't Will Smith.
That is one thing that I was happy about. Like, he got on the stage, he slapped a guy, and just like he just went back and sit, and nobody did nothing. Like, normally they should have taken him out because that's an assault, that's illegal. And he just sat there and waited, and then he got his award, and he got on the stage like nothing happened. He had his talk, he took his award back, and he was at the after party enjoying himself and shit, like nothing happened.
Well, the thing is, first of all, he still had an award to get, so they left him in there. So, but the other
who
thing,
cares how he's
but the other
award
thing is
after
that, well,
that?
listen, the other thing is that unless somebody calls the police and Chris Rock presses charges, nothing's gonna happen. And Chris Rock said, "I'm not pressing charges," so that's why it happened like that.
And I gotta believe if it was somebody else lesser than Will Smith's character, I think they either would have been escorted someplace else to watch the rest of the show,
right?
Or something would happen. I don't think they would have let him sit back
you're
down
both
for
right.
somebody of a lesser character. I think.
I don't think I'm disagreeing with you, baby, because you're right. Anybody else? That's what the answer is. The simple answer is it's Will Smith. And that's why he was allowed to stay.
Oscars should have done it. They didn't have the balls to do it, and now it's just like he did it, and like nothing happened. It was his own profit.
I think Will Smith get away from it. Denzel can get away with it, and maybe Samuel Jackson get away with that. I think the only people that can get away with that doing that.
Yeah. Tyler Perry could have got away with it, I think.
Tyler Perry. He would have done his Medea. That'd been great.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Now you don't talk about Jada like that. You don't talk about Jada like that. Because she would have been shooting up the place. I said, y'all back up now, duck. Everybody duck.
And again, I'm not saying it's right that they would get away with it. I'm not saying it's right. I'm just saying
I got it.
It's what it is what it is at this point.
I'm not defending the Academy when they say this, but there was talk about taking his award away, and people were saying, well, if you do that, now if you really want to look racist, take his award away because Harvey Weinstein still has his awards. Casey Affleck still has his awards. And Roman Polanski, even when he fled, he still has his awards. They never rebuked any of these people.
I wouldn't take away his award because like what he did as an actor, if he's good, he's good. But like what he did out of it is wrong. Like I would like to see that they escorted him out, and even if he won after that, like they would announce it, but like he's like not there to pick it up and just like whatever, and they just like keep going. But like Oscars didn't have the balls to do it. So it's just weakness, I think.
Yeah. Not only did they not have the balls to do it, after the slapper and the slap-e, they went to the slapper Will Smith, Denzel and Bradley Cooper and TP. They came to console the slapper. Not even.
I know, that's another thing. Like Denzel and the other guys didn't go to the guy who got slapped. He's also a black guy. Like, why don't you go support the guy? But like, you go to the guy who slapped him.
I can explain that because because Chris Rock got the out. He went to the dressing room and left. Yeah, he left. He wasn't there.
He left after that?
Yeah, he left. Yeah, wouldn't you?
I would.
Yeah, he left after that. The other thing is, I think Denzel Washington, I'm not sure, but I think Denzel Washington gave him a "what the wrong with you" speech. I think he pulled him aside. They were hugging and shit, but I think it was just kind of like, you can't do that shit. What are you doing?
Yeah, like Will said, like he told him like when you're at the top, the devils came to you or some kind of shit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know it was from that night. I don't know. But here's another one. People talking about it's a conspiracy. This is real simple right here. No. That's stupid, no.
Either conspiracy or, oh man, it's all staged and it's fake. If it is, you got me.
Yeah, as I said, both those dudes deserve the Academy Award that night, if that's the case.
Exactly.
I'm going to end it with this, unless anybody else has anything to add, but I'm going to end it with this. This is the dumbest one. The white man did it. Are you? White people didn't do shit. All right, now you know we're quick to call everybody in their bullshit, and we quick to call racism out. But white people had nothing to do with this. Y'all, it wasn't no little white devil sitting on Will Smith's shoulder talking about hit that mother. Do it. You know, are you insane, people? Yes, there are going to be those who will praise the violence. that we saw at the Capitol. But look at this and condemn it. But those people are assholes and racist and hypocrites. Most people of every background, white, black, anything in between, most people with sense looked at this and condemned what they saw right here. I pissed off probably women, black people, black women. Now I'm about to piss off the whole black community, because I read an article where somebody was going off talking about it is the reign of white supremacy and violence that has brought us. We're just doing what people. And I was just like, no. All right, no. They did this themselves. Personal responsibility belongs on Will Smith for this. All right.
Yeah. I agree on that wholeheartedly. This squarely lies on Will Smith's shoulders, his and him alone.
If this was just two dudes who did this would just be two dudes fighting, having a disagreement. None of us would be bringing in feminism, racism, black issues, black women issues, black hair, white people being raised. None of this would be brought in. All of this shit is just because it's big. Everybody wants an explanation, and everybody attaches bigger issues to a big event. And this was an event. I'll tell you that right now. So it's all bullshit, people. You know, it was dumb. It was disgraceful. It was sad. It did make black people look bad. Whether, you know, again, not to put not to have him shoulder the burden of that, but you know, this is Will Smith, and I'm gonna put it on Will Smith. Will Smith should not have gone in front of a room of people, especially a lot of white people, after we've been struggling to get representation at this function, and make us look bad like that. I'm sorry, brother, but you're there representing. Act like you got sense, man. I don't give a Jada, all this other shit. I don't give a act like you got some sense, and don't do that.
Too late for that.
Crazy.
Don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
Don't do it again.
Yeah.
Don't do it again. You know this dude, man.
Baby. Yeah, what'd you say? You know this, man. Hey everyone, support our Patreon, which helps us to continue bringing you our live streams, videos, and podcasts, while bringing you new content such as exclusive live streams and animated shorts.